I was asked to do a tutorial for As a Deer in the key of D. I did one in the key of C, and I mentioned that the key of D is harder, but somebody asked for a tutorial for that key, so I'm going to show that one also. But before I do, I just want to show you how you can play. You can go to my other tutorial in the key of C and learn that one, and I'll show you how you can change keys to go from the key of C to the key of D. So let me just run through. You can watch the tutorial to see how I play this, but here it is in C. So that's how you go to the key of D. Let me show you just that part right here. You go from the C chord. That's walk down on the A string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, and then you play an A7. That's A7, sus4. You raise this note up a fret to the 3rd fret, and then back to the 2nd fret, and that leads your ear right to the D chord. So let me show you again, going from the C chord. Hear that? Takes you right to the D. Okay, so this is how I play As a Deer in the key of D. I start with the D chord, as I just showed you. I basically hit the whole chord, all 4 strings at the same time. And then I kind of hit that G string. And then my pinky I put on the 3rd fret and slide up to the 5th fret. And when I get up to the 5th fret, I immediately bring my bar over and this finger on the 4th fret of the A string. And I grab that chord also. I just hitting the bass note and I think these 3 strings. So it's like this. Okay, I hit that G note in between. So I go 2nd fret on the E string, 5th fret on the B string, and then I go right to a B minor chord. So I'm grabbing that chord again. After I grab it, I'm playing 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string. So it's like this. Whoops. I forgot. I take the bar off and hit that open E string, and then I go immediately to a D sus4, like that. Pinky here and take it off. Open, then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So I'll play it again. B minor, open string, D sus4, regular D, open string, 2nd string, and then this may, if you're not familiar with this chord, this might be tricky for you. This is a C chord, like this. Here's your C chord. I'm playing it with these 3 fingers, and I'm sliding them up to the 8th fret and putting this bar behind it, and this makes it a G chord. Here's C, up 2 frets would be D, up 2 more frets would be E, F, F sharp, and G. So it's a G chord. And the reason I'm doing that is because the melody has to be this high note, this high B note. So I have to play it up the neck. So that's why I'm playing this inversion. The best way to learn to play a lot of these songs is to learn your inversions of the chords all over the neck. And then that way you can move around to where you can hit the melody note but still have the chord that you need with it. So let me show you how I go up to that G chord now. I go right up to it right here and hit this high note. 4th string, 3rd string, that high E again. Then I go to a bar D chord. So it's, I told you wrong. I play this G, and then I go to an A. Okay, let me do that again. I slide up to an A, and then this is like an A7. Right there would be an A7 chord. So I slide that up, and then I play a D chord barred right here. This part all kind of moves kind of quick the way I play it. I play like this. And then I do this. D. And then I do this hammer on pull off. Like that. And I do it kind of quick. I hammer this on, pull it back off, and hit the 3rd string and 4th string. So it's like this. And then I drop down here to an A chord real quick and hammer this note. So I'm kind of doing the same thing. Like that. It's kind of quick the way I do it. Hold on a second. My dog needs a little assistance. She's getting old and fat, and she can't get up here on her own. Okay. So I go. Now, if you're not familiar with this walk, this is one you definitely should learn if you like to finger pick, because this is really a pretty way to go from an A chord to a D chord. That's what I'm doing there. Playing the A, and then I move this finger up a fret right to there and put this finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. So it's, and I hit the G string open in between like that. I move this whole, it's a regular A, move this up a fret, put this on the 2nd fret of the A string. Now move this up 2 frets. Like that. Lead you right back to the D chord. So it's like this. Here's your G. Here's your A. Slide up the 7th to D. Hammer on, pull off. 3rd string, 4th string. Drop back to your A. 3rd string, 4th string. Then do the walk up 2 frets. Now all that moves pretty quick. Here's the speed I normally play it at. It's going to take you some practice to get it up to that speed, but now that I've showed you real slow, you can get it if you work at it. You go back to your D, slide up, F sharp minor, B minor, open, D sus4. Now this time I'm going to go to an E minor, and it's an E minor 7. I'm going to keep this note. I have to rearrange my fingers to do it because I'm going. that note right there, I'm going to use this finger to play, because that's my melody. And then I do a hammer-on pull-off right here. This is my melody note, and I play an A note. Go back to a D. So it's E minor. I'm playing A7 there. Back to a D. So let me go back from the G chord. A. And then going into the other part of the song, I do this pull off here. Actually, hammer on pull off. I go to an F sharp minor 7. And then there's two different ways that you can do this. Sometimes I play it low, like this, with the B minor. The melody. I change the bass note to an open, so I have an A bass note. So that's a B minor chord. To a G chord. I'm playing the melody on the B string. All that's on the B string. Open. Back to a D. E minor. Open B string. G on G string at the 2nd fret. And then I go to a F sharp sus4 chord. Here's a regular F sharp chord, and I'm raising this note. And in order to raise this note 1 fret, I have to rearrange my fingers to do it. So it's like, then you go back to the D. And then I repeat that little part there. E minor. Like that. Okay, now let me show you the high part that I do. Just one moment. Okay, I have some videos uploading and I didn't want my computer to go to sleep while it's uploading. Okay, here's how I go to the high part that I told you about. Sometimes I play it low, sometimes I play it high, so I'll show you both ways. Okay, going into that part is from the D chord. Well, let me go from okay, in case you're not sure where I'm at, let me go back. Okay, that's F sharp minor 7. Now I showed you before, this is the low way to do it. Okay, but now I'm going to show you the high way to do it. So I go. Now what I do right here is I hit this bass note and slide it up to a B minor chord. So it goes like that. And this is going to be on the 10th fret, playing the high part of the melody instead of playing it down low. Okay, so it's while I'm doing this melody, I move these fingers over to make it an E minor chord. Okay, so it's like to a D chord, back to your E minor, and then I go to that F sharp sus4 chord. And then I just do the ending like I showed you before. E minor, hammer on pull off, then I repeat. And there you go. I hope this helps you to learn this in this key. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll try to answer anything I can. Thanks for watching my videos.